Hey, what's going on, everyone? Henry Kaminski here from uniquedesignz.net with another daily gem for all of you. This week, we are on the topic of the birthing of your brand. As we all know, we are getting very, very close to the due date of my firstborn, and just exciting stuff going on the next few days. We are literally 7 days away, so super excited with that. But I wanted to tie all this in to birthing your brand, birthing of a brand that is impactful, that stands a chance in today's market, in today's competition. And so yesterday we talked about brand authenticity and how important it is just to be you, because if you're not being authentic, you're attracting the wrong person. Your audience is smelling the inauthentic. I can't talk today. I'm so excited. They smell your inauthenticity, and they run for the hills. They're not excited to do business with you because they don't believe you, right? So paying attention to brand authenticity is very, very important. But today we're going to talk about another important facet of birthing your brand and nurturing it to become powerful by focusing on a huge pain that my market deals with and that we all struggle with every day. And that's obscurity. Why is this such a big issue if nobody knows who you are? Here's the problem, and here's the gem that I want you to get today. You have to know your audience. If you do not know your audience, how do you know how to speak to them? How do you know what to provide to them? What services to create to help them solve a problem, to help them get results that they're looking for to make their lives easier, better, whatever the case may be. I want to share with you a quick story about a branding on demand client. Two individuals came to me a few months ago and they said, Henry, we've been in business a while and we don't necessarily have our brand together. We're doing decent, but I know we can 10x this thing if we get focused in on our branding and we get to figure out, you got to help us know who our audience is. You have to help us refine our messaging so that we can provide the right services and products to them. So they came to me with sort of a bag of Play-Doh, if you will, and they dumped it out on the table and they said, now help me mold this. And I said, all right, I got you. So started to ask some very important questions about who their target audience is. See, they were juggling between, do I serve this person? Do I serve that person? Who is it that I want to serve? They didn't get that quite down. And then when I worked with them over some time, we realized that there was one specific individual, one specific demographic that they knew that they could 10x their business. And so we dialed into that specific person. And then what happened was we found out everything about them. Their demographics, their socioeconomic status, their struggles, their challenges, their desires, their dreams, everything. And we were then able to craft our brand messaging and then again craft our brand identity to a style that they were interested and intrigued to be introduced to. So I want to just take a moment and share screens with you and show you one of the big projects that we're working on right now for this individual, and I shouldn't say individual, I should say individuals. This is Atlas Wealth Solutions, and this is the clients that I'm talking to you about. Once we got to understand who our customers were, and I say we because I feel like I'm part of their brand now, and that's the exciting part of my business, where now I get the chance to actually dive into people's brands, and I start to wear them myself as if they were my business, and start to dive in deep. And when I say deep, like 7 layers deep, to really understand the mechanics and their purpose and their vision. And now what can we do? Now that we know our target audience, we can now develop and design, like you see here. We're just about done designing this page for them and building this out. Now we're able to put the right messaging on their branding collateral. Now we're able to design a page that is going to attract the right individual and resonate with the right individual. So this is just one part of what happens when you get to know who exactly your customer is. Your design and branding fit the part. Your messaging starts to become extremely dialed in and extremely impactful. So if you're not paying attention to who your audience is or who you truly want to serve, you will continue to flounder in obscurity. Why? Because you're confusing your audience. They don't know who you are, what you stand for, and why you're doing what you're doing, and why they should even buy your stuff in the first place. You will continue to be a ghost on the internet. And that is the biggest problem and the biggest struggle that I see today with my market. Those folks that are trying to appeal to everybody wind up appealing to no one. If you want to be a great brand, you have to stay narrow and consistent. That's what builds strong brand identities, strong brand messaging, because then your audience, your customer, your ideal customer knows that you're the exact fit that they're looking for. So you have a choice. You can continue to flounder and try to figure all this out on your own, or you've probably heard me talk about it before. I do have a brand audit service. It's a 30-minute consultation, and it helps entrepreneurs get really clear, really narrow, really consistent with their branding so that they can understand what's not working in their business. Getting that perspective is priceless in my opinion. And then make the necessary changes or implement the necessary things that could change everything for them within a few days or within a few hours, depending on how quickly they implement what it is that I tell them. So I'll drop a link below to the brand audit service. If you're interested, I hope you grab today's daily gem and we'll actually put some action behind it and understand that obscurity is a huge problem, and not knowing your audience is benefiting to that huge problem or is adding to that huge problem, and we need to fix that. So have an awesome day, guys, and I will check you tomorrow on the Daily Gem. Talk to you soon, guys.